Alright guys, well, I'm back today with probably one of the most interesting revolvers I've reviewed on the channel in a full-size caliber in a very long time. This is the TAURUS 605 chambered in 357 Magnum, and it's a 5-shot optics-ready, that's right, optics-ready revolver from TAURUS. The cool thing is the MSRP is below 500 bucks, so it's an affordable 5-shot stainless 357 that you can throw a red dot on here, and that is just an interesting combination. We're going to talk about why you would want something like this, if you would want something like this, the reliability and the function down at the range, including what is it like to shoot an optics-ready revolver. The other thing is this has a Cat Pro Sealy red dot on top of it, and this optics plate that's included inside the box mounts up to the frame itself very simply with the provided hardware and fits the RMSC or RMSCS footprint optic like the K Holosuns and a few others like the Sig Romeo. I'm personally selecting the Sealy Cat Pro for almost every RMSC application because of the price and the quality, as well as the brightness of the dot and usability of the dot, especially for the money. Now, I want to give a huge shout out to American Pawn & Gun, located in Monroe, North Carolina, for sending this out to the channel for us to try. I've been up there a lot lately, and they are doing some pretty impressive stuff, especially with their new and used firearms, and they're always super helpful, and they get some of the coolest and latest things in, and that's where I saw this revolver, talked with Greg, the owner, and he sent this one out for us to try and do a couple of video reviews on. I also love American Pawn & Gun in Monroe because they always say, just do an honest review. We really want to know how this is stacking up against other options out there, and I love that about these guys. So right off the bat, why would you want something like this? And one of the reasons is revolvers are very simple to operate, and throwing a red dot on there makes it even simpler to understand what you are shooting at. For a more novice shooter who may not understand lining up sights, just pointing and shooting with a red dot is a little bit simpler. But for those traditional revolver shooters who are very comfortable with iron sights, it can be a little bit cumbersome at first to pick up a revolver that is definitely way over the bore compared to traditional iron sights. Now, here's where it gets interesting. If you are a hunter for different hunting applications, especially dusk and twilight, maybe shooting with iron sights on a revolver wouldn't be as, I know it wouldn't be as easy as picking up a red dot and taking your shots accordingly. So that is a great application, especially in a 357 Magnum. Now, ballistically, I know people hunt with 357 Magnums, but I'm not sure the capability on such a small revolver. People are normally using longer barrel revolvers, but the concept is true as long as the ballistics are capable of taking down the target you want to take down. So having that red dot is going to be nice for dusk and twilight shooting applications. The other cool thing about something like this is it's very practical for target shooting. The fact that this revolver has the single action capability makes that trigger very crisp and clean, and when I was shooting at 10 yards, they were just dropping at almost the same hole. This is probably one of the easiest shooting guns to get tight groups with that I own in the revolver category, simply because I can put that red dot on there and repeatedly hit my target without any fuss of lining up sights, and it's a lot quicker than lining up sights. Now, it is also a little less quick than just point shooting naturally with iron sights. You do have to get accustomed to a larger red dot hanging off the top and lining that up accordingly. It does take some getting used to. Now let's talk about the practicality of this actual 605 chambered in 357 Magnum. It's got a good weight to it. The grips are fairly nice, yet it is almost like a concealable style grip. It's a very truncated grip. Now, maybe this could be used for personal defense or concealed carry, but it is a heavy gun, and for personal defense, it lacks the ability to add a light. So it does fit in this niche of easy shootability and simplicity to understand, yet it lacks some features to make it good for home defense. Now, when you are shooting this with 38 specials, the recoil impulse is like non-existent. It's a good shooting, smooth shooting firearm. The single action mode on the trigger is crisp and clean, and it just works out great. Not too light, not too heavy, just a tack driver of a revolver. The double action is a little bit heavy, but very smooth and what you would expect out of a TAURUS revolver. And it's actually getting very good compared to older revolvers I've shot from some other budget name brands. So this is a good, solid revolver. I had no issues with the revolver itself, cycling a wide variety of ammunition, including 357 Magnum and 38 Special. The negatives of this revolver are the fact that it does not handle recoil impulse well. It translates that to your hand with a truncated grip with those 357 Magnum rounds. I have revolvers smaller than this, chambered in 357 Magnum, and they absorb the recoil much better than this TAURUS 605 does. Even with the added weight and the optic added weight on top, it is still packing a punch in your hand, and after a few cylinders of high-power 357 Magnum, I was done. It just wasn't comfortable. Was it easy to control? Yes. Did it feel like it was going to flip out of my hand? Not at all. But the pressure point is in the palm of your hand right here, and it just gets annoying after a while shooting 357. But for a personal defense situation or a hunting application, firing one or two shots or even a couple of cylinders is not going to be a big deal, and it's going to be very manageable. So you can control it with 357. It's just not enjoyable with 357. But shoot 38 Special and you'll be good to go, and that's where this revolver really shines. Even with 38 Special plus P and a good optic on top, you can definitely enjoy some target shooting down at the range for precise shots with that red dot, or maybe even different hunting applications. I feel like this would also be like a great bug out gun or survival gun. It really checks off a lot of boxes, but some people are going to absolutely hate the fact that there is a red dot hanging on top of the revolver, but I figured I would make this video just discussing this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Would you ever purchase a optics ready revolver, TAURUS or not? The next question is, let me know your experience with TAURUS revolvers. I've had really good luck with all of mine, but I want to hear about you guys. If you're interested in one of my favorite high value cat or RMSC style red dots, the Cat Pro from Sealy is definitely the one I've been choosing lately. It works, it's reliable, and even on top of a 357 Magnum, it's been holding zero perfectly with no issues whatsoever. I also have coupon codes that you'll be able to find in the description below, and it's also available on Amazon. If you want more information about any of this, check the campsite page, the description below, and you can always call over American Pawn and Gun, and they'll always help you out. Tell them 704 Tactical sent you over, and ask for Greg the owner. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.